Welcome to today's Daily Dose, because healthy forums don't happen by accident. Now today I want to very quickly chat to you about the difference between experience share and judgment. When it comes down to the experience share, the forum experience is based on sharing experiences with an individual that's facing a challenge. Not only to give value to the person actually expressing that challenge, but usually to the whole forum. In my forum journey over the last 20 years, there's been multiple times I've got the most value from a deep dive that I didn't present and an experience share I didn't give. Because I combined those two and I took away value I didn't even know I needed. But it was actually shaped up within a judgment, it wouldn't have been there in the first place. Now when it comes down to judgment, it's usually very easy, and it's normally wrapped up something like, when they hear a deep dive or a challenge, you should. Judgment is always directed away from the individual. When it comes down to the experience share, it normally starts out something like, in my experience, I did, or when I faced the same challenge, I did. It never gets wrapped up in the individual. It's wrapped up in the experience of the person trying to share that value. But the one thing you do have to watch out for is judgment wrapped up in what they say is their experience. For example, in my experience, you should. As soon as it goes to the you, it is judgment, and you should shut that down. People always say to me, but Rod, I've come to forum and I've said to all the forum members, I want your opinions. I'm going to make a deep dive. I want your opinions. Do not do that. I do go to my forum members and outside members for their opinions outside of forum. I've gone for legal advice, real estate advice, accounting advice outside of forum. But forum is not designed to actually deliver opinions, because that's when it gets very difficult. I've dealt with forums who have been sharing opinions, and the forum member has done that opinion, and it failed dismally. And with that failure, trust fell through the floor. And people started arguing over, you told me to do it and it didn't work, and it destroys the forum experience. Now I know sharing experiences, especially if you believe you've got the answer for them, is a lot more difficult. But that's the point. The point is you have to think deeply of what you have learned. You have to think deeply and try and get the true understanding of the challenge the forum member is facing, so you can share the gold nugget and they decide what they want to use. The easiest decision, or the easiest story I give everyone, is the value for me when I made a deep dive. I made a deep dive about, I think it was about retention of managers. And I got sharings from all of my forum about a bonus program. I was able to grab a bonus program from a real estate agent, a trucking spare parts, and also I think it was another food agent, and I ran those three things together to come up with an unbelievable bonus program that delivered over 300% growth in my business in 3 years. And I wouldn't have got that if I'd just chosen one of them. So when it comes down to forum is about understanding and sharing experience. The value comes from when you take that experience and come up with your own, even if you aren't necessarily the person making the deep dive. So, in a nutshell, very simple. Opinions are needed in business. They're just not needed in forum. So as forum members, moderators, or even area directors, remember, have a look out. Make sure people don't wrap up their opinions in experience, because that's where value and trust can fall through the floor.